everyone, Monique here. I thought it would be fun if my brother Paul could torture me today with an interview. So he's got a few questions for me, and we also have a couple of questions from some fans on our Facebook fan page. So this is my little brother Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hello. So I know that everybody's dying to know who is your favorite little brother?
That is a tough question. Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. How did you get started in scrapbooking?
I have loved art and color and paper since I was a little tiny kid. And then when I was about 16 years old, I started my own business making cards and selling them to friends and families and teachers, just everybody. And then since then, I've been playing with paper in some form or another. I even had cards that were sold at Nordstrom in the gift gallery for a while when I worked at Nordstrom.
I think I remember that. Didn't I do that logo design too?
I think you did, actually. Paul's a good guy to have around.
So what do you like about teaching the cricket classes that you teach?
Oh, I like everything. I love the people, and I love the design process, and I really love people getting excited about what they're learning. Just me telling them something kind of simple, and it's just something they didn't know, and this just makes their day. I just love the passion and the excitement, and it's very much grown. We started kind of small, and I've been shocked to see how much it's grown, and now we've got classes here a couple times a month, and we've got crops going on. We had a swarm with 135 people, and it seems like every time I go somewhere, I'm running into friends that I know. It's just boomed, and it's so fun. I've just loved it.
Okay, so I'm not a scrapbooker myself. I'm an outsider, but I have seen a lot of your designs.
Yes.
I think it's great.
Thank you. I'll pay you later.
But you all have your own words to describe the different papers and the styles.
Yes.
So how would you describe whatever your style is?
In scrapbook language?
Yes.
In scrapbook language. I would say that I sort of combine cuteness, like whimsical cuteness, with a little bit of grungy, edgy, weathered look, and sort of put those together. I'm not happy if either one is left out. And I like very clean lines. I like to mix a lot of patterns. I like a ton of detail. I like to add extra texture and extra depth. It's very much an art to me, and I like there to be a lot going on, but for it not to look so busy that your eyes are confused.
Okay, so if I'm a beginner, if I was going to be getting into scrapbooking, and I've read a lot of comments on your blog, and people love your designs, and if they want to design like you, do you have any tips for them? What can they do technique-wise what would you recommend?
A lot of people do ask me about mixing patterns because I tend to do that in most of my designs, and I think that's a big challenge for people, is just how to do that effectively. And I think the trick is to have separation of your patterns. So if you've got two different patterns that are right up against each other, there needs to be some kind of separation so that your eye knows where to go, your eye knows what to do and doesn't get confused. So that can be either using like a dark cardstock in between that's going to offer a lot of contrast, or it can be using chalk inks, but you need to give some kind of line and some kind of definition to separate your patterns. If you do that, you can mix a lot of patterns, and you can kind of use contrast, use a lot of darks and a lot of lights to make things pop. And I think that'll make your pages come to life.
Interesting. So I live just around the corner now,
Yes,
and
you do.
it seems like every time I come over, you're doing something scrapbooking related. You're spending a lot of time on this. I know it takes a lot of your schedule. What makes it worth it all for you?
We do spend a lot of time. It's our life. We live in this room. I love having something to pour my passion into. I really, really love meeting so many people. I mean, we've got hundreds of people in my area that do crops and classes, and I've honestly loved getting to know them, and then just the online community, getting to know people, and even Sometimes when we travel, we get to meet up with people we know. So it's just having an outlet for the passion and getting to know so many people. I think that's a lot of what makes it worth it to me.
So where do you see this whole thing going? What's the vision? What's the dream?
You know, I really love the path that we are on and find it incredibly rewarding to teach. And I would love to get more into teaching some design theory, like using your Cricut, yes. But once you know how to use the machine, then what? How do you design? And I would love to get into teaching more of that. And I really honestly would love to travel more and teach classes all over the country, or Hawaii. Hawaii's good, just saying. But yeah, traveling and teaching is kind of my gig.
Okay. So we did have some questions that some of your fans online wanted to ask you on your Facebook fan page.
Okay.
Annette wanted to know, did you realize you would become this popular when you started off making those wonderful kits of yours?
No. I really didn't. I thought this may very well not work and I might have to get a job at In-N-Out or something. I was very, very surprised by the response, and am still surprised by the response, but it's been very overwhelming and very fun and surprising.
Okay, and Angela online wanted to know, would you and the team ever consider opening a little store with all of your favorite supplies and hold your events there, since we always crowd out your big house?
My house is often very, very full of people, which I love. You know, the thought has crossed my mind about getting a little storefront or an area to have crops, but I honestly, I think no, because I really enjoy not having the overhead. I like not having the responsibility that I have to sell a certain amount or that I have to meet some kind of quota to just get by. I'd rather not worry about that. I'd rather just enjoy what I do and enjoy teaching and enjoy the people and not worry as much about the numbers. So at this point, yeah, I kind of think no. I think not so much.
Okay, well, I think that's about all we had. Oh, wait, I've got one more.
Uh-oh.
It was, you didn't answer the question. Who's your favorite little brother?
Oh, is it multiple choice?
No, it's not.
Okay, it's Paul.
All right.
Bye, guys.